Hello guys, this is Spicy Bill. Welcome back to another episode of Gunpla Review. So we're going to take a look at some late Universal Century, high-grade Universal Century kits. Technically, these were released, this one's released in 2013, this one's released in 2014. But anyway, we have here is the F91 and the Victory 2. So let's go ahead and take a look at the box real quick. Alright, obviously 2013, and here we have the back of the, we have the side of the box right here. F91 is based on the F91, Formula 91 Gundam from the movie F91. And yeah, here are all the gimmicks, very interesting. And retail price is only 1,200 yen, so that's actually pretty good. We're looking at about, I think like $15 US, which is a very good deal on a kit like this. This is actually a very nice kit, believe it or not. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the instruction manual. So late UC kit, this late UC mobile suit, this one came after Hathaway's Flash. So yeah, it's way past Gundam Unicorn. I think 30 years after Gundam Unicorn, something like that. Anyway, the mobile suit Federation is running out of funds during this time period, so a lot of the suits are scaled down for, I guess, cost purposes. But the F91 is pretty powerful. It doesn't have like gimmicky stuff like the cycle frame or anything, but it's still pretty cool. It's got this ability called the what's it called? The after image. Some people trying to compare it to Trans Am, but it's not. Basically, what happens? The suit gets really heated up, and it creates like an image of itself or something. It's kind of weird, but that's what it's capable of doing. So. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories. Obviously, we got a trigger finger, which I use to hold onto the beam rifle right here. Very nice. And then we got these interchangeable parts for the shoulder. And then we also got the section here for the shield connector for the beam shield. Yeah, in the future they have beam emitters on their forearm that can turn into beam shields. Yeah, that's a future of UC. I mean, we've seen some of that in Gundam Unicorn. You know, like the Unicorn Gundam was able to exert some kind of an eye field to create like some kind of an energy shield kind of thing. But yeah, they further refined this into a beam shield system, which is pretty interesting. I don't know why is this a beam saber. Anyway, we have two beam sabers and two beam saber shield and two beam saber effect part. This one looks crooked and I don't know why. This thing looks perfectly fine to me, but why is it when I plug it in it becomes like crooked? I don't know. I think there's like a flaw in the design of these beam saber hilts. But anyway, I don't know if people are gonna use them or not, but doesn't really matter. The F91 doesn't have any place to store the beam saber hilts, unfortunately. And let's go ahead and get this thing off real quick. So the connector just connects to the forearm. Unfortunately, only works on one arm, so yeah, don't expect to be putting that on another arm. But here it is when it's closed, and it's got a few more gimmicks. Obviously, on the back here we have the Bazooka. So yeah, Bazooka is pretty cool. It can be the handle can be hinged. It's a very nice looking bazooka. Take a look at that. That is actually very unique. Obviously it's a beam weapon, so it's got a camera full sticker right there. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, let's go ahead and plug this thing back in. Also right here we have these rail guns that will swing out like that, and basically you just open this up and then there's a handle underneath. And unlike the master grade version of the F91, he can actually hold on to the handle without any issue. Yeah, like I watch a lot of reviews on the Master Grade 2.0, and then people are freaking out about how the Master Grade F91 2.0 cannot hold these weapons. Well, there you go. The high grade can hold it perfectly fine. Am I at? It's you have to kind of hold it at a no. Actually, no. It's perfectly fine at almost any angle. So, yeah, that's impressive. There's also a Build Fighter version called the M91, which I think has a similar gimmick. But anyway, the railgun swings forward like that. You can choose to have it wielded or not wielded, completely up to you. Obviously, the blue parts are full of stickers. And yeah, it's nice. I definitely like that. And all these gold detail you have to paint in, and if you don't like this clip on the back skirt, you can remove this piece. This is only for use with the storage of the beam bazooka. Okay, and guess what? We're not done yet. This suit, this $15 kit, still has a few more tricks up its sleeve. Yeah, it's definitely one of the better, most budget-friendly. Well, I guess you can call this underrated. It's so cheap, but it's so good. Yeah. It's got another gimmick. Basically, what you can do is you can remove this section right there. It looks a little bit silly, but this is what you do. This is the first time I sing like an interchangeable faceplate system via this style. So yeah, you just pop that off, and then you pop the whole head section off, and then you replace the face, which is also connected to the ball joint, and then you can have two different versions of the F91. That's pretty cool. Okay, I think I covered everything. Let's go ahead and talk about the articulation. Actually, no, we have more tricks here. You remove these side panels on the shoulder armor. Yeah, this thing is just loaded with gimmicks, and for $15, gosh, this is a this is a very good deal. Pretty sure it's currently out of print, so yeah, if you want one, good luck. But anyway, that's that. That's pretty cool. The F91, these are full stickers, but it's not terrible. You do have to paint in the Vulcan on the chest section. Let's go ahead and talk about the articulation. So the feet's obviously on a ball joint. It's a ball joint right there. You can see that. And then the ankle armor is also attached via ball socket. So you can move that. Obviously, we have double jointed knee that are very nice. Take a look at that. And then we have the thigh cut right there. Universal joint for the hips. Side skirt can articulate. It can do the split. You get the connection point for the action base. Very nice. We got the waist section that can articulate the ball joint. And we also have multi-segmented chest. So we have ab crunch right there. Head is on a double ball joint. One ball joint in the chest, one ball joint in the head. We got the swing out polycap action right here. Yeah, this is a very interesting build. This is a ball joint right here, and then we have the polycap. So actually it's not a swing out polycap, but it's more like a reverse ball joint compared to your other Gunpla kit. The way they use this polycap is actually very smart. Usually I hate polycaps, but I think this is tolerable. Although you can tell that this thing is a polycap if you look at it hard enough. Anyway, this thing can swing up like so, and another polycap for the shoulders. I think this is why the kit is so cheap, is because excessive use of polycaps. We got a bicep swivel, double jointed elbow. Either way, it's a very small kit compared to your typical Gundam. Let me compare this guy to a standard, early UC Gundam suit, or something that's kind of early UC, sort of maybe. We have the dreaded Gundam Tristan. So you can see the late UC suits are significantly smaller. Yeah, that's quite small compared to the Tristan. Okay, get that guy out of the way. So the F91, definitely something you want to pick up. It's very nice for the price. Or if you don't like it, you can also check out the premium Bandai M91. I don't know much about that kit, but I still prefer this one because it's a retail release. It's definitely a bargain with all the gimmicks that you're getting. And it's a very solid kit. Okay, next up, let's take a look at the Victory 2. This box kind of sucks. Oh, I'm just going to get it out of the way. So, anyway, Victory 2, 2014 release, based on the TV series Victory Gundam Season 1 and 2. Obviously, the Victory 2 is from Season 2. It's the second iteration of the Victory Gundam. And yeah, it's got quite a few gimmicks. It's got a very ugly looking core fighter, and continued the tradition of the beam shield gimmick. Retail price 1,300 yen, so only 100 yen more than the F91, but is it better or worse? Well, to be honest with you, it sucks. Just kidding. This thing sucks. Yeah, this is very weird looking thing. It's very solid, but it just looks terrible. I mean, yeah, that's all I can say about it. This core fighter. Okay, if you like it, yeah. If you don't like it, I can see why people don't like it. Doesn't have enough color separation. It's missing quite a few colors and stuff like that. Not really a big fan. Let's go ahead and take a look at the instruction manual. So this is how the core fighter is supposed to look like. Yeah, obviously it's missing a lot of details. The cockpit, this part that looked like this metallic blue, is missing that. And it's missing some colors over here too. Yeah, the build is very simple, but boring. Very boring. It does have the connector for the action base, which I already stuck on there. And for other accessories, we got beam sabers. These are very unique beam saber effect parts. I like that. And this one right here, this is cool. This is technically like a beam saber effect. So it's like when it's like swinging. So that's nice. Okay, and then we got the beam rifle. Very nice. Beam rifle. Oops. And the shield came off. And this beam rifle also have a grenade launcher attachment right there. You can have the grenade launcher, or you don't need a grenade launcher. And obviously we have the beam shield that's attached via this connection port right there on the forearm. It does like to come off for some stupid reason, but it is what it is. So yeah, like that looks pretty cool when it's held in place. And yeah, when it's not held in place, then it's not cool. But anyway, yeah, that's a beam shield, very similar to the F91. I'm trying to find my friend with the crossbone Gundam so I can review that too. But anyway, if you're not going to use this gimmick, you can just swing that down. It's just lock in place, so you don't lose that little connector piece right there. Okay, there we go. They use a very interesting shoulder parts for the shoulder for the Victory 2. So no interchangeable faceplate like the F91. The back skirt is fixed. We do have these very cool looking thrusters, vernier thing on the back. I think there is the premium Bandai effect part where you can just open this up and have the wing effect part, like what you see on the box art right there. That would be nice, yeah, to have that. Okay, and yeah, I guess we can talk about articulation real quick. This one has a very nice hinge right here for the feet, so it can get into a somewhat more dynamic looking poses like that. Also have the ankle armor, which is a separate piece. Once again, it's a very similar system to the F91. You got the ball socket right there for the feet, and obviously it's got double jointed knees like so. Very nice. And we do have a thigh cut right there. Universal joints for the hips. The front skirt can move up. Side skirt can move out. Back skirt is fixed. Multi-segmented torso section. Ball joint for the waist. You can rotate that. Another ball joint here for the chest section. So you can kind of do it not so much of an ab crunch. Head is on the double ball joint. One ball joint in the chest, one ball joint in the head. So you can rotate that. It doesn't get really hindered, so you can rotate 360 if you like. And we have a swing out polycap, yes. And then we have, the swing out polycap. And then we have this weird system that looks like this. It looks really weird when you put the arm out like that. That just doesn't look right. I mean, basically this thing is connected via this piece, and that I don't know. Really, seriously, that doesn't look too good. We do have a hinge right here for the shoulder armor, so the arm can go perpendicular. This is a very weird double jointed elbow system. You can see there's a hinge right here, and then another hinge. However, it just doesn't go really more than 90 degrees, barely 90 degrees, like that. We also have the another wrist articulation right here, but it's really not that much. And obviously we got the ball joint that goes into a hard plastic port, so that may get wear out in the future if you decided to play around with the kit or use it for stop motion, stuff like that. Okay, and let's see. You can articulate these thrusters on the back. It's on a ball joint to a polycap. It's more like a hard plastic part, so it's really not a polycap. But either way, it's a cool looking suit. I wish there were a little bit more stuff going on. I don't know. This thing keeps coming off. That ball joint socket isn't very strong. Just have to push it down real good. Okay, so yeah. I definitely like the F91 more than the Victory 2. But overall, this is still a pretty cool kit. If you don't count the stupid core flyer. The effect part is pretty good. The overall look is nice. And yeah, I do recommend it. So, two very nice looking kits from the late Universal Century. And that is pretty much it for this review. Thanks for watching.